Okay, let's have a chat about the end of self-awareness. Let's start at the beginning. What is the definable points within our awareness that is quantifiable? We are born, we then exist within this reality, within a particular experience, and we die. When we are born within a family, within a culture, within a country, within a language, within a particular social design. When you are born, all you have is that which you get from your mother and your father through DNA. That is what we have explained already at Destiny as your structural resonance. According to your DNA placement, that means the design within that which is in your bloodline, you will have particular abilities, you will have particular parts that is more dominant and parts that is less apparent. So therefore, out of that you will have particular features, particular abilities, which is either a sharper mental ability, a more effective physical ability, various different points that will be DNA based, coming from your parents, from your bloodline. Within that, obviously, is your structural resonance, that is the sound frequency which defines who you are as a physical being and what will be your programmable abilities and in what field you will be more effective. This gets then enhanced and is dependent upon where you are born and what is your social support, your money support you have within this reality, your education support, and obviously what is your religious upbringing. All of that within the context of the family will have an effect on who you will become as a personality, as a person that will participate within a system which is the world as society. If, for instance, you were abused as a child, that will have an effect on that perception of yourself, that experience of yourself, based on what you have been programmed. So what is the principle here? The principle is that you are programmed according to the experiences of those that were before you, your parents, your society. It is following no other principle but experience, which is fear and survival based. Accordingly, you will end up following exactly what you've been programmed to follow, which in essence would be the definition of a robot within a system, which in a manufacturing system that manufacture facts, and according to these facts, which is information, your inner formation will be formed and the form of you will be projected into the world according to that information. Which is why we have moved from an industrial age to an information age, where everyone is controlled by information completely. You are thus only a number. And if you do not have that number, and that number do not equate to the system and the value the system has given you, and that you are actually following the system and the rules of the system, you are kicked out by the system and you become null and void, and you are unable to survive in the system.
The mark of the beast.
mark of the beast, the number. And as that continues, obviously, everyone participating within that is doing it from a perspective of what is called self-awareness. You are aware of the system, you are aware of yourself within the system, you are aware what you as yourself must do to survive in the system, and accordingly you participate. If we look back at history, we have been evolving as this self-awareness within a system, and as we move and evolve within our experience of self-awareness, the system evolves, and accordingly we have a system that seemingly evolves into more and more stuff we are manufacturing, as the way we are showing that we are in fact actually apparently existing. So it's like you look at something and says, okay, I am a human, I created this, so therefore I must exist.
Manufacturing, man, is a sure fact.
Absolutely. So in your manufacturing, you are, as man, attempting to make yourself real in fact through a process of how you are aware of yourself within that which you have placed as your creation, which is a system and everything made within the system and of the system. Now, if we look at the primary point where self-awareness is so easily used and abused, which is your New Age spirituality scene, you'll notice a fascinating thing. Everyone within that system of self-awareness will use particular definitions that according to them makes them better than others. For instance, love. They say, I am love, I am God, I am ascending, I am becoming better, I am becoming more. What are you saying as a system? I am becoming aware of myself within the context of the system, within a definition that I like more, that makes me more acceptable as something that resembles something that I would call divine. It is our search to be God within a system that caused that. The fact that one actually still adhere to the basic 7 days of creation as it is written in the Bible, obviously is not realized, because within that you're still within a system that is 7 days. You're still within a system where you are dominant or more than the animal, dominant or more than the plant, which is regarded as a system. What is a plant, a human, and an animal? What is the similarities?